Good morning. Last night I fell asleep while reading my book. I was like, oh, I'll just stay up for like another half hour, edit my vlog, and then go to bed. Yeah, I went to bed at 4 a.m. Stupid. So needless to say, my alarms got snoozed down the house this morning. I was about to say, I think my day is gonna be pretty boring today, but then I remembered that I'm going to a Christmas tree lighting tonight. There'll be that content at least. And then today I have another big presentation. I mean, it's not a massive deal. It's not like a presentation in front of a lot of people, but it's to some higher ups. My camera makes me look crazy when I put on this foundation, by the way. I swear I look fine in real life. I think I've been jokingly saying throughout these vlogs that I'm like, oh my god, I've been so busy in life lately, I haven't been able to read. The reason I don't have time to read is because 3 or 2 hours of my day is now editing these videos, and I only have so much free time after work. I'm really not that busy. I've just dedicated myself to having 3 less hours a day so I can do this instead, which is fine. I love a challenge. My biggest issue in life, if I may trauma dump, is that I have zero consistency. It is the feedback I constantly get at work, something I know about myself in my personal life, because I'll start something, then give up. I'll care for a week, and then I won't. And I was kind of nervous that Vlogmas was gonna be that way, like immediately. Not saying that later on I might not be having as much fun with it, but so far I still feel really energized and ready to make videos, so maybe that'll change the first time I have a truly bad day, but for right now, I'm proud that I still feel good about it. Mascara, and then I gotta run. Oh, I didn't brush my teeth. And deodorant. Fuck. Hi everyone, let's turn on some lighting, even though I'm gonna look like Voldemort for a minute. Okay, I got home from work just now. Gosh, what updates can I give you? I did present to leadership today, and I was the last one to go, and there were 2 minutes left, so it was speedy. It was fine. I wasn't even nervous at this point. The plans for tonight are, for the next 3 hours, there's like a Christmas event. So I'm gonna go to that and maybe get a hot chocolate. There might be food trucks there, so I'll see if there's anything good. There's Christmas tree lighting, and then a drone show. I don't know how interesting that will be on camera. I also had a package come in. I ordered a Cyber Monday deal for myself, so I need to pick that up on the way back. I'm like going through my to-do list so I don't forget. I'm sad because I was gonna work from home tomorrow, but because of yesterday we had like a half day from home, now we're all going in for the morning at least tomorrow, so boo, but it's fine. Part of me just wants to curl up in bed and not even go to this, but I know I should because it's free. I need to get out of the house. I've had issues going to things by myself. I feel like I need to have someone with me for me to be able to have fun, so being a solo person going to things is rare for me. Like, I went to see a movie for the first time by myself earlier this year. I've never done like a solo travel trip, and then just getting the motivation to leave the house by myself is sometimes rough if it's not like an errand. So I'm definitely like, this might be awkward because then I feel weird, like I'm just standing around by myself. But I gotta get over that. It's so stupid. Okay, let's go check it out and see. Oh my goodness, it is chilly, chilly, chilly. I can't feel my fingers. I underestimated how cold it was gonna be tonight. I needed gloves and a hat bad, but I waited 25 minutes for my empanadas. They gave me a dipping sauce that looks just like, oh, I think it's just lime juice and pico. But I got one chicken and one steak empanada. You can tell it was like a family little shop, probably because they had their middle schooler running the cash register, but it's worth it. It's so warm too. I got my package. Hi. Unfortunately, I cannot do a try-on haul because these are all bras. I have been putting my one bra that still is not broken through the ringer, so when they went on sale, I grabbed as many as my heart could handle. And these look massive. I maybe should have sized myself. Or I'll get very humbled and be like, oh, that is my size. I'm just massive. Oh my god, this is so good. I don't even know what I'm eating. Okay. It's like 20 minutes later. I was so cold and hungry when I came back home that I was like nonverbal, but I feel better. So I laid in bed for like 10 minutes before leaving to go to the tree lighting, and I damn near almost didn't go. I literally was like, what if I don't want to? So the fact that I got myself to go, I'm very proud of. But then also when I was there, the lines to get hot chocolate and the wait for these empanadas was like 10 to 30 minutes. And part of me wanted to back out and be like, I don't need it that much. But I knew I wanted it. I was like, oh, I really wanted to get hot chocolate and like something for dinner while I'm there. So I didn't want to back out of it just because I didn't want to have to wait in line, or I didn't know where the line was. That's the issue with the empanada stand, is there are people waiting for food and there are people waiting to order. And I was like, I don't know where to go, so I just won't do it. But then I went back and I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. And it was worth it. That's an accomplishment. I'm still very cold. And Rosie threw up in my bed last night and I still haven't washed my comforter because I've been at work. So I'm gonna be sleeping tonight with just like my thin blanket. He's purring just because I looked at him. I love you. Anyway, I feel like this is gonna be a pretty short vlog, so I'm just gonna yap right now. I have a note in my phone called things to talk about in a video. And by the way, I have an analytics app for YouTube that I can sort all my comments by questions. So if you have anything you want me to address in one of these, I need you to know I refresh my comments for these videos twice an hour. Even if I don't reply to every single comment because the volume of these videos is so much, I read every single comment. And that sounds so cliche, but I love getting comments. It is my favorite. So if you have any questions you want me to address, I will 100% see them. So leave them and I'll maybe address them in a video. I have 4 topics of conversation. The first, this is very timely because yesterday I revealed that I Hate It Here is my top song off of not only Tortured Poets Department, but also my top song of 2024. I started a playlist that's called When They Found a Better Planet, Only the Gentle Survived. The tone of it is songs that are about wishing the world was softer, wishing the world was kinder. So I have songs on it like I Hate It Here, Soft Universe by Aurora. Basically, I'm just looking for more recommendations of songs with that kind of vibe because I love it. Oh, Through the Eyes of a Child by Aurora so fits that vibe. Also Sweet Nothing by Taylor Swift, It's Nice to Have a Friend. Slow Down by Twice Young, Vienna by Billy Joel because it fits every single mood. Give me your recommendations for that playlist. That's topic number 1. Topic number 2, I said I would round back to menstrual cups. And a couple commenters were like, actually, yeah, tell us the D about menstrual cups. I made the switch to menstrual cups, I don't even know how long ago. It's probably been like 2 years now. And it's game changing because I was someone who could go through a super tampon in like 3 hours on my heaviest days. And menstrual cups, I mean, on my heavy days, they don't last 12 hours. Like it says it's up to 12 hours. Maybe it's more like 7 or 8. It's game changing because you put one in before bed and you're no longer leaking all over the sheets. That was my number 1 issue, is no matter how I slept in a pad, I would get blood all over my sheets and I never felt comfortable sleeping in a tampon. And I would always lay in a specific position where I knew blood wouldn't be able to leak out, and I hated like waking up and being like, I can't change from this position because I'm wearing a pad. So menstrual cups let me sleep like a normal person when I'm on my period. Also, I can go an entire work day and not have to change any of it. What's the most game changing for me as someone who pees and poops frequently is I don't have to remove it to pee and poop, which that was my number 1 irritation with tampons, is I was never someone who could be like, I'll just push the string aside. Like that was always yucky to me, so I always changed it anytime I had to go to the bathroom. Menstrual cups are just that girl. And I know you're thinking, but it's scary. From my perspective, if you have done tampons, you could upgrade to the cup. I'm only using like the regular size. I didn't even go the small size because I knew I had a heavy period. And I've never had issues. I mean, there's a learning curve for sure. Also, my issue is never being able to take it out. It's always like getting it in up far enough. This is so TMI. Oh my god. Anyway, if you're a beginner, I do recommend, I got a specific one from a brand called Flex. This is not a sponsorship. They don't even know I exist. But the way that theirs is built is that there's like a pull tab. So instead of having to like reach up there and like pinch it, because you know everyone says like break the seal, it does it automatically with like the pull. So that one's good if if you're nervous about like insertion, pull out. It's just game changing. If anything I've talked about has been an irritation for you on your period, I highly recommend the menstrual cup game. I still have not nailed down feeling 100% secure when I'm wearing one, especially going to work. Sometimes it can be a little bit leaky. That might just be the brand that I have, or I still haven't perfected my insertion techniques. So that's why I still buy pads. I still own tampons for like my really light days when I feel like a menstrual cup is too much. It hasn't eliminated the need entirely for me to buy period products, but it has drastically reduced the amount of tampons and pads that I wear. Anyway, that's menstrual cups. My third topic is, does anyone else do this thing? So yesterday we had an event with like my full team and they had catered breakfast. And I feel like I still have the college student within me. Literally as I left, there was still food left and I was like, I'll have some of that. I always take extra free food. And I don't know if that comes from a scarcity mindset of it's free or from an eating disorder mindset of have to eat everything. But I literally brought home like 2 muffins and 2 bags of chips from work yesterday, even though I already had like a croissant and a cookie. I don't know what that means about me, so therapize me, please. Finally, last conversation topic. I've been invited to a birthday party that's for Saturday, and the theme is 90s. I don't know what to do with that information. I don't know, like what's 90s? I googled 90s outfits and it just looks normal. So maybe that means we've integrated 90s outfits into current clothing. I don't know. I don't want to have to go shop for new clothes. I don't own any jeans that aren't skinny jeans. I own 1 pair of jeans. I just don't prioritize clothes shopping, probably because I just spill and stain my clothes so often that it annoys me. I'm kind of debating just wearing my Titanic shirt because I can be like, it's from 1997. But any and all recommendations for 90s plus size attire is welcome. And maybe one of these days I should take you to my favorite clothing store. It's called Half of Half. I don't know if they have it anywhere else other than Texas, but I don't know how to describe it. It's not a thrift store, but it's like overstock from stores and maybe returns from stores get put there. So like some things are new with tags, but everything is like $5 to $10. I cannot clothing shop normally anymore because this one store has like $6 shirts. So when I see a $30 shirt, I'm like, are you crazy? Wow, I can't believe that was everything. Okay, well now I've run out of conversation topics for whenever these vlogs get dry, so please replenish my well and tell me what to yap about. I'm now deleting my notes and the things to talk about in a video. Looking at the questions that are in my comments, I don't know why I'm making this a Q&A now. The only question I see is, can you enable your thanks button so I can incentivize you to keep doing vlogmas? I don't know what a thanks button is, and that is why I'm a bad YouTuber. But it sounds like maybe a money button? So I'm gonna work on that. Which, speaking of, I have I think it's pronounced coffee. We don't do Amazon wish lists anymore. I don't have a PO box. So I just left a link to like buy me a coffee down below in the description. And I've gotten 3 of them since Vlogmas started. I would name names, but some of them are from personal email, so I don't want to dox anyone, but you know who you are. Thank you so much. I have 40 minutes before I need to end this vlog. Do I continue my book I wasn't liking? Here's my problematic thing. Let me take you to my bedroom so we can talk about Little Women. Oh my god, it can't be described in words how much I love being horizontal. We started Little Women, we being me, which I'm realizing this edition is going to be problematic because it's massive. So although it's a nostalgic edition, it's not very feasible to read because it's a massive hardback. Hey, that's kind of cute. Anyway, I'm gonna see where I can find this as an ebook because I think that that would do me some favors. But here's the issue that I'm having with Little Women. I tried to go onto Goodreads to find negative reviews so I could convince myself that the book's not gonna be good and I'm gonna DNF it. Everyone and their mother loves it. Every single review is 4 or 5 stars. Is Little Women in the public domain? I'm not trying to pay for this. Is it on Kindle Unlimited? Someone told Louisa to put Little Women on Kindle Unlimited. The day that Apple and Amazon stop feuding and I can download Kindle books from the Kindle app will be the day that I can finally exist. Oh my god, it's free! God bless the public domain! I never said a bad word about her other than when I found out Twilight was gonna be in the public domain after I die, so I can't ever write my fanfiction and publish it. Can I also talk about something pretty cheesy? I had a moment today. So I've been working through some issues at work. Nothing like performance-wise, but just end of year drama. I don't want to get into details because I hate talking about work and that's all I've been doing for the past like week. Anyway, I've been working through like a tough problem that I 6 months ago would not have had the confidence to handle handle. And today I had a call with someone who was so kind and helpful about it that I was just in such a good mood today, and I was at my desk like humming and like really in a groove doing my work, and I realized I was like, I feel really happy right now. And it's been such a long time since I've felt that way, and then to myself been like, I'm really happy. And I literally texted my mom because my mom has been asking me like, how are my antidepressants going and how do I feel, like why am I on them? And I was like, I feel really happy. Like I have a presentation later today and I have stuff that I have to do, but like I feel really good. And she just replied, that is so good to hear. So what was I talking about? I'm happy. Little Women. I downloaded the ebook. Little Women. Do you guys ever get brutally humbled by the books you may like section on Kindle? Because I'm not liking what I'm seeing. I'm not scooping what they're pooping. Also, the last book that I read on ebook that it says to continue reading is Cock Down the Block from the plus size readathon. That's another book I got like 4 pages into and I was like, this is not gonna be good. I'm not gonna force that. This book is 500 pages? Oh my god. This is, you know, some of those classics that you know were written in the olden days, because it's like, how bored were you that you sat around and wrote this? Did they write things by hand back then, or did they have typewriters? I'm trying to find where I left off last night, because it was definitely in chapter 2. So the book starts out on like Christmas Day, where the night before they're all talking about how their dad's off to the war, so they can't really afford presents. The girls range in age from like 11 to 16. I think it follows them throughout their lives. Usually when I say there's so much dialogue, it's a compliment, because dialogue speeds the story along, but this book feels like it's all dialogue, but it's so much talking. And I'm still at the point where I'm trying to get the girls straight, so I don't know who's who and whose personality is what, so I know I just have to stick with it longer, then they'll become, you know, more individual characters, but that's what I'm struggling through. ATM. Hi, Gordo. Would you like me to scoot over so you can have your corner? Okay. The corner's all yours, my liege. I don't even know if the channel is familiar with Gordo's corner lore. This is his favorite place to sleep. And he gets mad at me if I don't scoot over and let him have this corner. Oh, he stinks. Good boy. Okay, well now that I have the ebook, I'm going to lock in. I'll read for like half an hour until 9, and then I gotta get ready for bed and edit this video. So we'll see if the book gets better in the next 6 pages is what I might be able to read. Update, we have a friend who has joined the corner. Hi, Rosie. Gordo's still here, so it's really just a family reunion. I'm taking major L's this evening because I immediately went to social media after I decided I didn't want to read. But like I said, I don't think I would have been able to read that much. I should be reading it on my Kindle, not my phone, so I stopped getting distracted. Anyway, I have bad news. Bonnie will not be joining us today for this outro, but I do have a clip that I requested because I refused to give up the tradition. So enjoy some parting words from Bonnie.
Reporting for Vlogmas update. What day is it? I don't know, the 5th. I am here watching the Green Bay Packers. They are currently making me want to kill myself. So that's the update. Happy Vlogmas. I hope you're having a great time.
And now, sorry about this angle, I need both hands. I'm using the last sip of my water to take my medicine. Bottoms up. Beautiful. With all that said and done, we are cut off. Thank you for joining me for another day of almost nothing. I feel like today was not much to do. Tomorrow, as is Freitag, join me for a weekend of adventures. The momentum is still going strong. I'm so happy that this is still fun and I'm still excited for it. So I hope you are as well. See you tomorrow at 8 a.m. Central Standard Time. Goodbye.